Peace and blessings. Shalom, rising. Shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings to your family. Well, I think America then effed around and found out. Yeah, America just had to keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on. And they don't have nobody but to blame but themselves. I think my people done got about tired of y'all ass with all this game playing. You know, y'all touching on some things that's really touching. There's a lot of things that's really touching coming out, and people wondering, you know, people are in a state of shock. Most people are in a state of madness. But the overall take on it, I believe black people are stronger. Black people have grown stronger. Black people have remembered, are remembering where you came from, which don't nobody, yeah, a lot of nations have been through some things, but as a whole nation of people, I don't think they add up to black folk. Our experience, especially our experience that's been during the last 500 plus years. And it's been against the enemy of our rise. And it's spiritual, family. I ain't talking about the white man. Not on this one. Even though our cousins, they want to stick their finger in the pot while the pot hot. And it's like everything that's contrary to the Most High, they just latch on to it, you know. And then when they F around and find out, it's always this, well, we should have listened to black people. Black people, y'all told us, y'all gonna march with us. Y'all gonna boycott with us. Will y'all be divesting with us? My Gentile brothers and sisters, let me explain something. First of all, we ain't doing no more marching. That's a fact. We're not doing no more marching. And if y'all want to get on code on some real business, y'all need to link up with us. Straight up, everybody making videos and acting like they surprised that they said black people stand against certain actions. I wouldn't be surprised. What the hell? Black people are used to segregation. It's nothing new to us. We're not gonna break, bend, or fold to it. Because why? We've always been segregated against. So damn near majority. You know, I have some people tell me, you steady talking about this stuff. I don't even want to talk about it, but that's the topic of conversation in America. It's all rooted in color, which automatically in the door shows you is established and rooted in confusion, family. So you got to try and make so when a person is using certain words, you could take it and misconstrue the conversation based on the narrative, which is truthful. Ain't nobody lying. Ain't nobody got time to be lying on your ass. I'm not a liar. Although I get a lot of people tell me I am. Crazy. There's a change in flow, fam. People ain't going along with that shit. Mm-mm. And today I see Americans take to the street. I believe they out there by Capitol, here in Washington, D.C., and people are marching, protesting the actions of the nation's leaders. I'm like, no, that's cool, but No, it really don't affect us if you think about it. When you think about it, what's going on will affect corporations and businesses. You've always heard me talk about business and corporations come out from among them because we don't own or operate them, and the people that own and operate them might not be too friendly to us. And true to their nature, you got some people, not all people, but you got some people that fell right in alignment with it. Like wicked is what wicked does, you know. Now when I seen that scene, that's all I kept saying. Like that's not going. All that's going on, you got to think about it. Yeah, they may have come, they may have passed certain measures, but that's not going to affect black people. It's not going to affect us in a way where it's going to destroy what we got going on. No, because we woke now, and we know how to use outside sources to fund things we need to get done that's not connected to the system that's being judged and crumbling anyway. It was already under judgment. Genesis 15, Most High told you, after 400 years, that nation whom his people serve, he will judge. There's no other explanation. A lot of people, they question the Bible. And I'm not saying other nations can't come into the kingdom. Granted, majority of my conversation be geared towards our people because our people need to wake up and it's working. I seen Cincinnati. It was one black store in this community. I'm gonna start writing them areas down. But I shared the videos. I shared them on Facebook. Cincinnati, they were supporting. There were so many black people supporting this one black owned store, and I'm like, that's what's up, brothers. Sisters, don't forget those that's not in a brick and mortar. You know, we here and we supporting too. I know I'm supporting anything that's black owned and operated. But you got to understand my approach to that because we got a lot of tares amongst us. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of tares that was implanted with the wheat. Everything I'm talking about, y'all know my foundation is biblical. And what we do over here at the Rise of an Ancient Kingdom, that's me. We make sense out of today based on what's written already from the Father, what the Father moved our ancestors to record, write it in a book that you can teach your children, children's children, and your children's children's children for generations. We got the Most High. So when I'm looking at things, I don't want nobody to be sitting there wondering, what is he talking about? Where is he coming from with this? Everything you see has been written already. There is no other playbook. I hear a lot of people, yeah, but this, yeah, but that, yeah, if you add this to it, yeah, when you add that, we see the big. No, no, it's strictly Israel. That's it. Ain't no additive to it because in getting understanding, you'll come to learn that Israel is the kingdom. And anybody can come into the kingdom as long as he's obedient and keeping the Father's command. And their descendants. No, they were chosen. Genesis 32. They were chosen to represent the kingdom of Israel because the Father chose. You can read the Bible and find out why. It happened long before Abraham. I hear a lot of people say Abraham. But to the natural born, we understand that through Abraham and his descendants, that's where the other nations get to come in. You will be blessed through them. That's what they program for. That's why you hear a lot of Negroes on here talking about we woke now. We the children of Israel. We God's chosen people. And it's our job to be a light to the Gentiles and other nations to point you to the God of Israel. That's the truth. We ain't just coming out here because, oh, yesterday I just read the book and I think God talking about us. No, I know God talking to us. Now, you may think, which is cool, but I know I've been, we were brought up in the word, taught to pray and fast and to believe. Now I know why. Now I can read and see why clearly. Why? And things have changed, really. Things have changed for the better. Some things have changed for the worse. The people, you know, it's like when you speak about it, people, the worst come out their ass. They don't want to hear the word from it. No, they claim they love God, which they might do. They claim to know Christ, which they might do. But what people don't understand is when you say you know Christ, that means you're coming in his character. You putting on his mind. You can't just say, I know him and love him. No, you have to be like him right now, not later, right now. Yes, the Most High is doing things in his time, but right now you should be doing things in your time. You're the representative. What are you representing? Now or later? I don't think so. Everything's happening now, and I know I'm being lighthearted with it, trying to make humor out of it because people gonna run from this conversation. It's been 12 minutes. They'll run from a conversation like this, family. People don't engage that type of conversation. That's strange to me, but it is what it is. It ain't my place to try to force nobody to do nothing, but know who you're around. Because when it hit the fan, you basically you know how others gonna operate. Excuse me. When they hit the fan, you know how they going. You did. You can pretty much read them. I'm not gonna speak nothing but health, wealth, obedience, love, patience, kindness, and understanding towards all. That's what I want you to get. I'm not gonna speak what the enemy's speaking against you. No, words have power, and like I said, we, the chosen, awaken that know who we are. You can't do that. You have to speak like the Messiah. I hear a lot of people talking this chosen stuff, awakened stuff, and it's biblical. The foundation of it is biblical. And you might be one of those ones the Most High chose. You may be, but you run around here, you reject knowledge, and you follow in the world. Mm-mm. When you come to know Christ, a separation begins. That's what that word Kodesh means. When you hear him say, be holy, that means to be set apart. So when you come and set apart, this we'll know you by your fruit, the fruit of your spirit, your actions, how you speak to one another, how you approach matters. You know, do you have love? Do you lead with the spirit of love? Or are you like the accuser of the brother? You got a lot of people that's quote unquote awakened and love the Father in Christ, but they don't lead with that energy. They lead with the energy of the enemy. They're very accusative. They don't support nothing kingdom. We building a kingdom, family. I don't know about y'all, but when I was in the gang, that's one thing we stood on. Nation business. Your job was to make sure everybody adhered to nation business. All that, I don't know, I don't think so, or third party didn't tell me this or that. Third party playing them games like that to get your ass whooped. You playing games. You know, it's not what the nation can do for you, but what you can do for the nation. We didn't play them games, family. Y'all know it. So for people to play games with the Most High, stop playing. I'm gonna make a shirt too. I got to make a shirt. Make one of them FAFO shirts. FAFO shirts. You did? Because America is FAFO right now. Y'all want to play games with your citizens, your 1863 citizens. That's us, the Negroes. Yeah, look it up. Mm, Negroes were here, but think about it. I'm talking about a particular people. We know what happened, and as a result, these people come under particular laws and codes when written about in the Constitution, particularly. But for some reason, we won't accept that. We want to be just like everybody else. Like, are you serious? We're not like everybody else. It's just like the book says. The Most High has chosen you to be a nation above all nations unto Him. You're not like everybody else. You're not going to be like everybody. You can't be like everybody else. You can't be like everybody. Can't be like everybody. We all different for a reason, on purpose. It's just the way we're designed. But our overall objective should be to reach back, plug in, and humble ourselves before our Creator, the one who created you and sent you forth. He sent you forth with power and doing your and following His instruction and doing what He sent you forth to do. You have power. You have natural power. You don't have to look outside of you or ask anybody or nothing. You know this. It's like making a decision. Once you set it in your mind, your heart, and you go after it, your power is created within that mind frame. So thinking, just thinking about it, I'm about to go handle it. Yes, I am, but it's predicated on what I know I'm capable of doing, what degree of responsibility I'm capable of maintaining. The Most High wants to make you a boss. You dig? I hear a lot of people say that. I'm a boss. There's only one who makes rich or poor, alive or dead, and that's the Most High. And He does desire for you to be successful and prosperous. But it's a way to do it that's different from what we've been given. The things they teach us, I can't blame the enemy. What I look like allowing another person to teach me when I know there are certain things I need to know. It's just like dealing with anything. That's if I'm to fix a car, there's a specific instruction detail for specific aspects of the systems in that car. There's a testing, or there's a place of diagnosing and testing these components to prove a thing. Check the output, tell you everything about it. And then checking the output, there's an instruction because there's a guide instruction that tells you how these things. There's an instruction that will guide you on how these things operate, their output, when they're good and if they're defective, what to look for. There's certain signs to look for. Well, it's just like that with the Bible. That's how the Most High deals with you too, as well. Be encouraged. Don't forsake Him. Wait for something to happen and then you go calling on the Most High. Oh, let me go. No, you better have that relationship already happening. You believe that a dollar or whatever form of denomination of that greenback is gonna work when you go to the store, don't you? That's by faith. It doesn't have any intricate value to it, other than the fact that we're told this is a $10 bill. It's worth $10. Now that's even becoming questionable today, with the moves that's being made around the world. Other nations detaching. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Trying to make moves. Make some real moves. Be empowered with all this movement I'm seeing, especially it was another state now. You had two busloads of black people. These were some a little elder, but they were making it their mission to go specifically to other black stores to do business with black stores. I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. So the empire gonna and I think of that and think about all the haters. I'll be like, okay, it's your time. It's your time to shine, that black man and black woman. All that pushback and people telling you, oh, you need to quit that shit, go get a job. That shit ain't nothing. That's cool. That was your trying. That was a testing. You can't get mad at them. They don't have eyes to see what you see. Like things they see, you don't see. So you could compliment one another depending on the nature of of how you deal with people, how you perceive people, how you deal with people. Some people don't deal like to deal with people. We got some funny people. You know, our people funny like that, real finicky type, funny people.
You one of them.
Who?
Who in China?
See what I'm saying? Accuse. He come to accuse of the brethren. I ain't gotta say a word. I just got accused. Got a. They took the lampoon and threw it at me. We got a whale. Hit him. There you go. Strike him. But I ain't gonna never fold, fella. Never fold.
Who is in
Because
China?
words to me is like water being poured on a window. That shit gonna roll off. I'm not impressed with that. Now, if it's of that higher source and you speaking to me and things, according to thus said the most high, yeah, I'm a humble down.
Who in China? Who is in China?
Yeah, well, who gonna fuck around and find out? It's FAFOC. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. See what I'm saying? How you could be sidetracked messing with these side wonders. You playing these games with me, talking that crazy stuff. I'm about to make this shirt. Poor America. Brothers and sisters, you got to be strong. And whatever you got going on, you're going to shine. While they complaining about what the president doing and this and that, we gonna shine, baby. I ain't, I'm gonna work and double time. I'm on double time. Everything is gonna change because the energy is shifting. And it's shifting towards those who know. It's shifting towards us who know. It ain't no guessing game like, will this work or will that work? No, family. What I'm doing is working. And it's gonna work, family. That's the least of my worries. I'm not doubting that. And right now, you're gonna stand out. You're gonna stand out because what you're capable of doing is for such a time as right now. It's sort of like common sense when you look at it, but yeah, it's for such a time as right now. Because while people expecting probably A, B, and C, you already know the time. I don't think they know the time. I'm gonna make that shirt. I don't know. I'm gonna do my FAFO. I could put that on there with it. Yeah, I like that word. I like this font. I'm gonna use that font. Black people woke. What the heck? Where the streets effed up. Life is beautiful right now. What the hell you done did? Drop the dang on control. I don't think they know the time. Hold that thing. Red hot. American and FAFO playing them games. Y'all done woke up a sleeping giant. Sleeping giant has awake. I don't think they know the time. Yeah, a lot of post office. A lot of people that got fired from are being removed from the post office. So what are we to do? Just sit back and complain about what they doing or what they not doing? Or are you to become proactive? Become proactive, family. Don't sit and complain about what others are doing or what they're not doing for you. Hell no. You gotta get up and make it happen. Straight up, you gotta get up and make shit happen. You're gonna shock them, but that's the energy you bring, family. Don't let these people tell you all that bull crap. Don't let them people tell you all that bullshit. Trying to scare you, and then you got those out here. And you still in the midst of all that. You still got wickedness going on. You gotta keep your eyes and ears open. It's like them two brothers over in Georgia. They found, unalive. Like, really? Don't listen to the parents. Don't listen to the mother. Mamas and daddies know their children. They know their mannerisms. They watch everything they say and do. I don't know about y'all, but I do. I pay attention. That's crazy. There's just a lot of things going on that don't make sense. And black people not playing your games no more. And in the midst of all that, white people, y'all had a choice to make too. You got a choice to make because you've been a beneficiary of this system. And now that the system is acting up, everybody wanna, well, black people, you told us, or you got some that's marching that's asking for participation in marching, and I'm like, I don't think so. Don't waste your time. Divest economically. That's how you do that. Rebuild what we once thought we had in the government. You're gonna have to rebuild these things, build these things on your own. What you thought the government could create for you. Not understanding this government, yeah, it can, but this government just not into that. They haven't shown us that. Not the so-called black man and woman. No, they haven't shown us none of that. Yeah, you got certain ones that probably made it through, and you can become just as wealthy and successful and prosperous as anybody else, afforded the opportunity. But today, America is gonna fuck around and find out. You're gonna fuck around and find out mode. It's the F around and find out season. That's it. Period. From here on out, that's it, family. Don't play with them people because them people ain't gonna play with you. Don't play with people that look like us neither. Got a lot of skin folk who wanna play these games too. You got to make your election known. Like I said, I seen the brothers and sisters going out there making a special trip to go and do business with their brothers and sisters. I'm like, that's what's up. Now you're talking to them. Yeah. FAFO season. That's it. Just that simple. And there's nothing. It's nothing to get worked up about. Assemble yourselves. You know what time it is. Especially with moves like that, I'm all hopeful. I see a brighter future for our people. Moving like that, you did. Hey, moving like that. That's how we bring our. That's how we can consolidate our power. We should have been on that. All the brothers and sisters out here. Well, we're gonna come together. We here now. Oh yeah, we here now. Ain't no turning back neither. You can't turn. I don't care what they do. You're not gonna dial back this clock. This game on. And I like it like this. You did. I wouldn't want it no other way. I'm gonna support and be more supportive of my people to ensure that we achieve that level of success and prosperity. Most I said, be fruitful and multiply. That's the mission. Be fruitful and multiply. That's the mission. Don't be sidetracked with the hatred and disgust. And don't allow that to spoil you. When you go out here and be, oh, I hate this group, I hate that group, I hate this group, I hate that group. No, I'm just being logical. I don't want to think like the enemy. We got to do something different than what the enemy is doing. Because the objective is to break that system. That's the objective. Break the system of injustice and replace it with a system of justice. Remember the great Nearly Fuller Jr. Him and not just Nearly Fuller Jr., but Dr. Francis Cress Wesson. That's something they dealt with. It's something they studied and taught us. You're dealing with a system of racism, white supremacy. Now I know our white brothers and sisters don't want to hear that, and a lot of black people don't want to hear that. But it's the truth, and I always said that. Think about it. Everything you need, you have to go to that system to get money, to get approval. Not really money, but get credit. And then you have to use the credit in a wise manner where you're able to take it and turn it into an asset. You know, they're gonna give you a debt. You're going to get debt. Debt is the system. It's the currency. Debt is the currency. You got to know how to use that debt. If you don't use it wisely, then your ass gonna be in trouble. And that's why the millionaire tell you don't work for money. You create something that then creates that's an asset that then you put it out there and allow it. It's gonna create cash flow. It'll do it. That's what it's designed to do. But you have to promote it. You have to believe it. You got to know this, family. Don't doubt yourself. You have to work on your mind and your heart. You don't want to entertain doubt, negativity, and confusion while you're on this journey to fulfill fulfill the word that was declared unto you over your life. We want to see some fruit. I'm tapping in. They say they're gonna talk about you, and oh, there you go. That's all they talk about. Sure is. Sure do. All y'all talk about is the wrong stuff. You know? Yeah. Y'all don't talk about the right. Y'all talk about the wrong. And when the right come along, we don't want to hear it. We reject. Why you out there half naked? I go out there without a shirt, you'll be looking half crazy. The hell? Black people funny. Sit y'all ass down. Ugh. You go out there with this chest out. Hey, these women that have a fit, especially my girl, they be killing me. Want to be half naked. Put some motherfucking clothes on before you go opening doors. Ain't no telling who you might encounter. You got clothes on with fucking house coat. She think I'll be talking crazy, but she don't know my past. She don't know my former years. I was one of the ones probably came to ring your bell in a motherfucking uniform with some glasses and a clipboard on. About to take your ass and kidnap your ass. You just opening the door all happy for somebody to see you. You thirsty. You know what I'm saying? People will walk your ass right back in your house. That's why I always used to tell my children, don't open the door for nobody. You answer the door, you ask who is. Look out the window and get a look at their ass. Know who it is. And you should be calling your parents anyway. Hell no, I don't want my children or my grandchildren opening no door. You don't know who you may open the door for. Even with kinfolk, you watch their ass too. You don't know what they might have on their mind. You gotta look people in their eyes and be able to read. People don't like you to look in their eyes, but the eyes is the window to the soul. And pay attention to what you say and what you do. It's how you move that's gonna tell me. Following your spirit. Spirit don't lie. You can tell me anything. People will tell you the best to get close to you. I'm not saying we don't all mean it because I try and follow up on that. If you do business with me, I try to be forthcoming and I do things with integrity as best I can. I'm not perfect. I might be doing some cursing or something like that, but other than that, it's good business. People might be like, oh, his language or how he deal with people, who he think he is, this and that. Dang, why you hang up, bro? Who does he think he is? Or I might enlighten you like, no, shit, I don't follow that system. Never have, never will. This is how we do business. We get the knowledge, get the education. You take it and utilize it yourself. That's your best bet. That's your only bet. Make that your only hope. Only thing you hope in. Hello? Peace, God. Peace. How you doing? Man, trying to get this wealth. I need that wealth. It's gonna happen. Yes, sir. You sent me a text the other day. You said something about it's about the light. I just sent you the make and model of the car just so you take my damn battery and move, see if it'll work. Oh. And glue my battery back up, you know what I mean? For sure, for sure. Man, you gonna be in the neighborhood? I ain't over there yesterday.
You gonna be around today?
I was waiting on an Indiana run. I'm out here putting together a hot rod. My buddy, little hot rod. I put some pieces on it. I got one more thing to do to it. But shit.
If you come in the neighborhood, let me know, man. I'm gonna be in the neighborhood for you.
What time you going over there?
I'm already in the area, Joe.
I ain't got no goddamn tools. I would hide you pull up on me. You got a tool to take that thing apart?
The battery loose?
Yeah.
Hell no, I ain't got no tools with me.
You got no fucking tools over here. I'm waiting on my shit to dry. As soon as my stuff dry, I'll call you. See where you at, and then we can go from. I'm gonna call you. We can go from there. I'll come over there. All right, God.
Alright, peace.
Peace to God. Yeah, I'll go over there. I ain't questioning that. That's what I do. You call, we come. That's what I'm about, man. I'm about that. That's my business. I'm an automotive technician. And I need to go get these shirts. My neighbor put this order in for the 5. It's time to get busy. It's time to get busy. It's shirt time, y'all. Matter of fact, that's his print I designed for him, right? That print right there I designed for him. I'm glad I never sold the damn thing. And I showed put it out there. He never responded. I'm like, damn, cuz I created this specifically for you. That's his signature sign. You know what it is. I don't know about y'all, but I remember Zorro. And Zorro used to use a heart. That's a heart, but it's blue. That's a rose, but it's blue. I wanted to do something different. And then I did something like with the black. I keep forgetting, okay, you can be creative, dude. You creating this. It doesn't have to look like everybody else's art. Create your abstract. Be abstract. Create it how you want to create it. Don't worry about how the next creator's creating. That's not your niche. You create how you create. I'm waiting on my clothes to dry and I'm out of here. I need to get a workout so I can be ready. Guess I'll hit these shoulders. Got my little 35s over there. They stay on deck. But I need my weight bench, fam. I can be on my weight bench, you dig? Yesterday I got down on that joint. I got my 25s and my 50s over there. Yeah, I got down on that joint yesterday. I'm like, yeah, that felt good. You gotta be ready, fam. Okay, it's been 40 minutes. I'm gonna get an hour. You gotta be ready. What can we learn today? That God is true. His word is the truth. And if you plant that seed, it will bring forth the harvest that he declared. Okay, now it's time to awaken. Whatever gifts and talents you have to you have to be steadfast and have the belief and know that what you're doing is going to work. There is a shift. The earth is going on a higher vibration. And those who go higher that are of the Father, that dwell in higher places, that in it, you in the right place. You right where you need to be. You right where you need to be, family. Doors are gonna open. Why? Because the enemy is in FAFO season. And the Most High is allowing his, those who take hold and know who you are. Yeah, we're the Hebrew Israelites, but don't get it twisted. That's not an automatic entry into the kingdom, into the eternal kingdom. That's what we're building, the Messiah's eternal kingdom. I hear everybody keep talking about this world order. Well, there's a Christ order coming. Y'all ready for that? There's a greater. Yes, the world has an order. Yes, they do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But whose report will you believe? Family is Yahuwah to the death. You know, that's all you gonna get over here, family. I'm like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. King, we know who you are and what you were raised for. Whether our Elohim wrath for us or not, we'll never serve your gods. You crazy? There's only one. There's only one God, and we're gonna serve Him unto life. What we call death is life. Don't get it twisted. Once you the absence in this body is means you're in the presence, being in the presence of Yahuwah. Yahuwah is a spirit, so you're going back to your Creator. You'll never be ashamed of that. And guess what? You will be regenerated. And I pray that you're doing the right thing for kingdom's sake. These are the things that you're storing in heaven right now. Yes, 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 yes. Right now. So when you arguing with white people or arguing with black people, guess what? That's going right in your book. We all have a book. You don't want that, to be the last entry for you. And y'all forbid something was to happen. You don't want that to be your last entry into your book, in your book of life. No, you don't. Yes, FAFO season for sure. And people gonna learn today. You gonna learn. Yes, 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 yes. Hmm. Now when Disney, I don't believe people still rock with Disney. They're a little freaky. They doing some strange stuff over there. Yeah, yeah. A lot of the stuff being cut off. You don't even need a TV on. I'm careful what I even listen to. I've been in the books, raising my knowledge, better understanding. You can never be read the same thing too much. People, why you keep reading the same? Because each time you read it, you're gonna gain more. I promise you. FAFOCs. That's it right there. America F around and found out the hard way, and it's gonna hit them. It's gonna hit them. So I don't think they know the time. I don't think they paying attention, but it's gonna hit. It's one thing for certain, two things for sure. Black people gonna talk. We got a reason. We got a new song to sing. Remember the most I said, you gonna sing a new song. Now, in lieu of everything that's happening, black people standing up for they for life, for dignity. You did. It's from all them times. It's from all them times they been effing around. The world been effing around. Real talk. Not, I mean, those who are moving wickedly. Y'all know who they are. Not talking about no one group of people, because you got some people that's my color that's going along with that bullshit. Like, are you serious? All the shit we done been through. You mean tell me this what it's all about? I'm like Scarface. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, Manny. You know, they playing games. And now it's FAFO season. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all go. Y'all done fucked around and found out black people is not playing the game. Our people are chilling. We learn from the past. And we're taking those tools and applying them today, and they are working. I would say they are working very well. It's not a joke, it's not a game, because you can come on here and be talking about the difference in approach today opposed to the past, and people will come after you because some people are going to be hurt. Some people not going to really. care to understand what's going on because all they see is themselves. They so used to having things a certain way, and when things tend to become unhinged, they lose it, fam. You know, like, no, y'all need to come rock with your brothers. We're gonna get you right. Imagine how we've been feeling all this time. You know, I see y'all losing the jobs. And people losing jobs like a mother. And I'm like, wow, okay. How you doing that? Why he doing that? That's cool. That means you got to get on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Get on yours now. Show his ass. Not so much to show him. Excuse, that's the wrong energy. It ain't about him. It ain't about what they do. It's about how we respond to things and move and measure. Do we even understand our purpose and what we purpose for? Why we here? Are you moving in such manner? And I'm sure a lot of people is coming to them now like, okay, they've been telling us this. Why didn't I just listen? Because that's your initial reaction. Trust me, when I hear something, I don't just, oh, now if it sound far fetched, yeah, right there, I'm gonna look at you like, man, get your ass out of here. But if it's based on real knowledge, where we can sit down and glean from real information as it applies to real life, family, I'm all ears. Real trill, real trill. I'm all ears. I'm gonna hear you out. Let's chop it up. What the hell? Let's chop it up. You did because it's beneficial and it's to our benefit. It deserves attention. Yes, they seasoned. They finding out the hard way. Black people ain't playing with y'all ass. I like it, but let's not get lost in the sauce. This should be a call to go to work. Whatever you got going on, man, get busy. And I'm not telling you run to no system to establish yourself. No, no, no. Establish yourself through your people. Establish yourself from the grassroots. Make connections through the community. Connect with the people that's around you. Fortify yourself and help to fortify others within the community where the community will be strong. You don't have to go outside the community, depend on shit. Only time we're going outside of the community is like when these politicians move. We're going to establish business with nations. We're going to establish business with businesses that we see that can be beneficial to us. Like right now, okay, say they do segregate. You can. It's a bill that's been passed that says hospitals don't have to accept you. Okay, what if you do run into a situation like that? Look that up too. Well, whatever. You could be a bad paymaster, and they don't want to deal with you. Right now, people are strapped. Times are hard, and that money is being accounted for. And a lot of people ask us, well, you know how it is. A lot of these ain't what you thought they cracked up to be. A lot of people out here perpetrating, faking and perpetrating, you know. But within that, there's an element that's on some real shit. Now it's time for us. It's our turn. They had their turn. You gave them the chance to, you know. But like I said, I'm not pointing to none of that shit they be talking about. Oh, go get this LLC. Go get a woo woo woo. Man, go get connected with your people and do good business and protect yourself. Protect what you got going on. You don't have to be protected through them. What the fuck? Learn how to accept gifts. Black people gave your people gifts. You can freely do that. But I can give my skill set away. I don't have to work. I don't have to sell it to you. I can just give it to you. And you give me a gift for helping you. You gotta do business another way. Learn how to do business the other way. As long as you do it business, family, you getting the job done. All roads don't lead to they asses. Go get a job with your brother. Your brother got a business, and you see it somewhere you can add on with it, or your sister. You go to business with them. You know, y'all have your own business. How we gonna have community and we can't even do business together? Simple business on a daily basis, which will ensure our that would ensure my success and prosperity. That ensures me doing it and whoever I'm doing business with, that ensures yours. That's the objective. That's the energy I'm pushing. And it's nothing personal towards nobody, but it's time to take a lot of their customers. Yeah. There's a wealth transfer. Sure is. Whatever you got going on, stand on it. Right now, I got retail going on. I'm selling shirts right now. Shirts, hoods, and sweatshirts. I got to get some joggers. But it's a particular. I see they like this particular type, so I'm going to get what I get. So I can accommodate people. So they remember me. Oh, okay, that brother, woo, woo, woo. That brother got a retail service over there. That brother can get woo, woo. Or got solutions to problems. You might have problems with your car. That's another thing I do. Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure y'all hear me talking about it every day. And now, teaching makes perfect sense. For the do-it-yourselfers, each one teach one. You know, reach out. You can reach out to me. We got video cameras. We can do video calls. All that. Especially for the do-it-yourselfers. Yes, yes, yes. We can open the books, go in the books, and break it down, figure it out. Every day we learn. Every day you learn something new. At a certain point, that was a time and point. I didn't know how to do the things that I know how to do. Somebody had to sit me down and teach me. It was a process, man, and it worked. It works. I'm about to make this shirt. I'm gonna rock that boy today. I don't know how, and I'm out here going fucking with cars. After this car, well, these two cars. I don't know what. Help my man try to reset his lights on his truck. I need a fucking scanner. I always said that. That's why now that the old school that I'm doing the work on, that I know that. That's like second nature. You know, I don't know everything about that old car, but I understand the systems and I understand how they operate. So therefore, I know how to test A, B, C, and D. They're gonna test it and make sure it's getting gas up there where it starts. I also have to do something with its ignition. Its ignition gets stuck. But I don't think that would stop it from starting. But then again, it could have. Because we put a host of new components. But I'm going to start from the gas, have them turn the key over while I go back there under the tank and listen to see if I hear the tank. You know how you hear that 10-second buzz? Zzz, when you turn the key over, ignite the key in the on position. You're going to hear a buzz. You're going to hear that fuel pump kick in. The fuel pump on this car, though, is under the hood. It's on the engine block. And you're going to hear it come on. So I'm going to start there. As long as I hear it come on, I know it should be pushing fuel to the front to start the car. That's where we'll start. And that's going to solve the problem. Get started. Let's take some starter fluid too. Pump some starter fluid in there if need be. But yeah, I'm gonna start from the basics. Turn the key over and stick my ear under the tank to see if I hear the fuel pump, the fuel sending unit, which is in the back in the tank. See if it ignites. It had a hot line and a ground line, which I reconnected the ground line. I couldn't connect it to the body, so what I did is splice the new ground line into the old ground line that was cut. Could be a problem there. Wiring, the thickness of the wiring could cause a problem. Using different wiring, that thing can cause a problem.
Motel.
Hold on my ass. Hello?
You have a phone call. Dewayne, you
Hello?
fix my car.
That's weird. I hope it be an engine call. Hello? I don't know who the hell be calling my phone. That's another crazy. Hello?
Quit calling my phone. I did pay attention.
Hello. And then they'll hang up, faggots. Stop calling my phone and hanging the fuck up. I'm trying to sell something, make your offer. But you know, black people don't want your ass calling us all day. You just calling and talking about, oh, Dewayne. Hell no, you call me with some fucking respect. Mr. Reese, how you doing, sir? I'm calling on behalf of Woo Woo to see if you would be interested in A, B, C, or D. Can I speak to Dewayne? Have you received your... Y'all know y'all ain't sent me shit. You know what I'm saying? They be killing me with that. What, did you receive your card? Woo? Look, you got a lot of people out here stealing identities. Y'all ain't sent me nothing. I don't have nothing. I don't even have health insurance, family. I can't fucking afford it. So stop playing. And y'all gonna send something, just send it. You know where I live. Y'all know where we live. Y'all got our information. Stop playing games. Just send it. It's time to pay. We'll pay you back. Other than that, please stop calling my phone with that bull crap. Come on, computer. All right, y'all. Y'all be a blessing to the next one. Stop stressing. Because we have a hope. A real hope. And it's not in man. Shalom. We have a hope